Hey Gemini, welcome to your love reading. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is a general reading, guys, so this may or may not resonate with every Gemini watching this video. Alright, the overall energy we have is the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so there is a lot of holding back of communication. There's someone here who wants to communicate, who has a lot to tell you, Gemini, or this is you probably who's wanting to talk to the other person, but there is a lot of holding back, okay, for some reason. With the Ten of Cups in reverse here, yeah, so definitely looks like there's been a breakup, a separation, okay? There's been a lot of dissatisfaction and discontentment around a family situation or around a relationship, okay? But it's in the reverse, so I definitely feel that there is some kind of discontentment, okay, but doesn't look like you're with this person right now. It looks like there's been a breakup or some kind of separation. We do have the karma here, so yeah, there is definitely someone here who's coming in towards you with a reconciliation, okay? Someone wants a second chance with you, and what's influencing this is the Tower in reverse. So yeah, there has been a Tower moment between you guys, like I said, and this person wants to come in and they want to rebuild with you from scratch. But this time this person wants to come around. They've learned their lessons. They finally listen to their higher calling, and they want to rebuild with you and make a very solid foundation. Okay, the other way I can look at it is that there is someone here who's making a decision, a final decision here, because they want to avoid a disaster. Okay, maybe someone who thinks that if they don't say anything, it's going to be a complete disaster, and that's why they want to come in before that Tower moment happens. And with the Judgment card here, this person definitely is making a final decision about something, okay? And whatever the decision is, right, either they want to rebuild or they want to avoid the Tower moment from falling, okay? So there's someone here who's wanting to come in for a second chance, but with the Knight of Swords in reverse here, this person is definitely holding back, okay? There's a lack of forward movement here because there's someone who's constantly procrastinating, because of which there are chances that there could be a missed opportunity. Someone's not ready. This is someone who's being a coward, you know, someone who's not ready. Probably they're scared of you, Gemini, or you're scared of them, whatever. Flip the energies how you want them to. On your mind, Seven of Cups in reverse here. So Gemini, you could have been in this very wishful thinking, you know, you could have been living in a fairy tale, you could have been wanting a lot of things, you know, but this is wishful thinking, this is dreaming, etc. Okay, but with the Seven of Cups in reverse here, I feel you're looking at things more clearly, yeah, or you're just looking at things in a more practical way, and you realize that everything that you're seeing is just in your dreams, but in reality things are a little more different. But you have clarity about something, okay, and this is you having a reality check about things. The reason for the reading is the Four of Cups here. Yeah, see, that's why they're holding back. Four of Cups, this is someone who's fearing rejection. It is available, okay, Gemini, the cup is available for them, you know. Look at this, there is this extra cup left. All three may have fallen, but there's just this one cup left. But this person is probably feeling that all three, they've definitely spilled all three, okay? And probably this is someone who was constantly emotionally breadcrumbing you, okay? And you just let this person go, okay? I feel the Tower moment has occurred, okay? And I feel you've let this person go, and now this person is fearing rejection. They feel that now if they come towards you offering you this cup, right, you're going to be like a flat out no. You're just going to be like a plain screw you, okay? Look how fearful they are. They're very scared. They're not even looking at that cup available, you know, because they're so focused on the past, so focused investing their energies on the past, on what didn't work out, that they're looking at this, they're not being able to look at this as another opportunity, you know, to make things right. This is boredom too. Four of Cups is also the card of boredom. It's the card of someone where there's this stagnation, you know, in your relationship, but I'm not looking at that much. I feel it's more of fear of rejection, okay? In the past, we have the Five of Swords in reverse here. So yeah, you clearly walked away, okay, from a person who was probably playing a lot of mind games with you. You chose to walk away. But what we have in the near future is the Eight of Wands here. There is so much communication coming in back and forth. You could be dealing with someone who's living at a distance from you, or this could just be online communication, okay? But someone could be wanting to even travel towards you, but this is someone where there's going to be something's going to pick up very, very quick, okay? Very quick. Knight of Swords in reverse could also be someone very impulsive, very reckless, okay? So, yeah. It's like this person's not very they don't have that focus and determination on you right now to talk, like they're just not in a hurry because they're doing their research, they're doing their work, they're not jumping in head first. Okay, they're still taking their own time. This could be someone who's buying time too, but then the near future looks like they are coming in, all right, for sure. They want a reconciliation. Ace of Pentacles in reverse is what you're doing right now. So there are chances that you feel that there was something that had a lot of potential, possibly something that could have turned into the Ten of Pentacles, a marriage card, a commitment card, but something didn't take off ground. Okay, but this is a lot of self-doubt also. And in your emotions is the Ten of Swords. You feel very backstabbed and betrayed here. You do. Like I said, there was an ending. Okay, so that confirms that there was an ending here, and now this person's coming to rebuild with you. They want to clear the mess. They do. But with the Ten of Swords here, there is a lot of backstabbing and betrayal. Okay, you did feel cheated, but with the Ten of Swords here, I also feel that you put in the nail in the coffin. Okay. So yeah. I mean, you just feel this is just not going to get off ground, okay? The other thing I look at it is that, I mean, you've reached that Tower moment with this person, right? Which means that this is not a very new relationship. You've been with this person for a very long time here. It feels like you're just very disappointed because you look at this person as every single time this person comes in, right? You feel now they're going to offer you the package, now they're going to give you everything that you need. You're going to get that attention, the love, the desire that you always want, okay? But it ends up, you end up very dissatisfied. Okay, and that's why now you feel that you're just going round and round. You feel again and again you're going back to the Ace of Pentacles. You feel like you're going back to the start. So you almost reach the end where you feel it's your happiness, where it's your wish fulfillment, and again this person takes a turn back. Okay, probably you're dealing with someone who's not into something serious, or someone who just runs away from something committed, because we do have the Ten of Cups in reverse here, which means this was a relationship once that made you both very, very happy. Okay, it was a very emotionally fulfilling relationship, but somehow it ended badly here. Because you're dealing with a page here. That's who's coming in your environment that you don't see coming. They're wanting to invest into you, but there's still a page, right? Which is that which is that someone who's very immature. It's just a student, right? I mean, for God's sake, it's not even a knight. You're expecting a king. I don't see what you're doing here, but I think this is more about them. But anyways, there's someone coming in, okay, with the Page of Pentacles here. See, this is the immature energy I'm telling you. Knight of Swords in reverse and the Page of Pentacles. Highly, highly immature, okay? Both are immature here in their own ways. But the good thing is that at least they're coming in to talk to you. It's very bland communication, more like, I mean, what I don't like is the way this person is approaching you. There's no Page of Cups, there's no apology, or there's no Page of Swords, or there's no King of Swords, where there's like this direct communication or clarity. It's this bland communication, So this person will not even address the issue of what really happened in the past, but they'll just probably message you like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Something like that. And you're like, what? I mean, seriously, like you screwed up, and this is all you have to say instead of an apology. That's what's going on, because you're dealing with someone who's very arrogant. Keep that in mind here. Six of Wands in reverse as your likely outcome, which means that something is not going to be successful, or something's, again, there's a lack of forward movement here. Let's see. I'm going to have to clarify before I open my big mouth. All right. Tell me about the Knight of Swords in reverse. Why is the Knight of Swords in reverse here as the overall energy for Gemini? Why is the Knight of Swords in reverse? These cards slip, man. They're like butter. Knight of Swords in reverse. Please tell me about the Knight of Swords in reverse. Tell me about the Knight of Swords in reverse. Death in reverse. Yep, they're coming in. They're coming in because they're not letting you go. Period. They're not letting you go. This person's not gonna let you go. Ha ha ha. Because they want like a commitment. That's the High Priestess. That's the High Priest, which is the Hierophant here. Which is the Hierophant at the Rider-Waite. They want commitment. They do. They're not gonna let you go. They're gonna keep coming in and out, in and out, in and out. But if you're thinking this is over, dude, this is far from over. This is far from over. They're not letting you go. They can't let you go. They want you. They want you. And probably with the Hierophant here, they want even something very stable, committed. They want a commitment with you. They want to take this to the higher level. Or this is a very spiritual connection and they feel it. They feel it. Tell me about karma. Why is this karma here? Why is the karma card here? That's the judgment. Why is the karma card here? Seven of Swords in reverse. They got their karma, bitch. They did. With the Seven of Swords in reverse, this person's feeling very guilty about what they did. With the King of Cups here. They now have their shit together. Could be someone you're dealing with who was emotionally unavailable, emotionally manipulative, or someone who's just shut down. Okay, they just never trusted. They had trust issues, probably because of their past relationships. But with the Seven of Swords here, I feel that this person probably got you into the relationship the last time, probably. And they probably were very deceptive, okay, but they still didn't open up, or they tried to run away from the connection, okay, like being an escapist. The escapist is coming back, okay. They're feeling very guilty and they want a second chance because they've learned their lessons, okay. They got their karma for sure. Universe has taught them a lesson and now they want to come back. Tell me about the Seven of Cups in reverse here, please. Tell me about the Seven of Cups in reverse, please. Tell me about the Seven of Cups in reverse. What's that? Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yep, see? You have come to that decision that no more fairy tale thinking, no more fairy tales with this person. You could have been dreaming a lot about this person, okay? And now you have had a hard slap from the universe, because when the universe showed you the red signals, the red flags, you refused to believe it because you wanted to be in your la la land. And now with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, you realize it was all bullshit. It was all a one-sided situation. This person kept giving you the bare minimum. They either gave to more people, or they were just not investing as much as you did, or they didn't invest at all. Okay, you were expected to do all the work, and now you have that reality check. You're seeing things very, very practically, all right? That's why you think that something's just not going to get off ground. You're just disappointed. You just don't see potential in this at all. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Why is this the situation? Tell me about the Four of Cups. Why is this? I love these cards. Just for them today. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Tell me about the Four of Cups, please. 1 second. Tell me about the Four of Cups. Ooh la la, Temperance. You don't give a shit to this person. Seriously, with the Temperance. Oh my god, and now we have the High Priestess here. Oh my god, this is a very spiritual connection, guys. Let me say this. It is a very spiritual connection. This is meant to be, babies. This is meant to be. You were supposed to learn your lessons. You had to learn your lesson of letting this person go. I don't see the Four of Pentacles here, but I kind of feel that Four of Pentacles-ish energy, you know, where you were holding on to this person very tight, okay? No matter how many red flags you were shown, you refused to listen to the universe, and now the universe had to come in and smack you on the head, and they had to create that tower moment in order for you to learn your lessons. This person, probably they learned the lesson by stop being deceptive, by stop holding on to their feelings. They were probably emotionally unavailable, or what I'm also getting is that this person probably went through a bad past. They've gone through a series of bad relationships where which taught them to not be vulnerable to you, okay? And they didn't want to open up to you, okay? But they failed to realize that you are not the same. Everyone's not the same. And probably universe was trying to teach them how to learn to forgive and move on. Yeah, so you both had to learn your lessons here. I feel like a twin flamish energy here, okay? But yeah, with the Four of Cups and Temperance here, I feel that you are, this is someone who's feeling rejection, but at the same time, they're taking it very slow, okay? The Temperance is balance, okay? Someone's not wanting, you know, earlier I'm getting a very impulsive energy, someone who wanted like a white or black. Now, this person is going to take things very, very slowly. They're going to have a lot of patience out here. Someone's showing a lot of patience out here. And with the High Priestess here, this person probably even looks at you as someone who's very, very intuitive. They know more than they say, but this is someone who's very badass, okay? They want to keep their mouth shut. The Temperance is also just playing along, right? They're letting things unfold naturally. That's why they're holding back with the Knight of Swords in reverse here. They probably are, they're feeling guilty. Yes, they want a second chance, yes. But when it comes to taking that aggressive action, no, they're going to test the waters, I feel. With the Temperance is letting it go, right? Letting it go, letting it flow, etc. Nine of Wands in reverse here. This person's letting their guards down. Like I said, right, this person had trust issues. They felt like you were out to get you were there to get them, or you were going to screw them over like the other people did, etc. Okay, but they're putting their cards down. All right, tell me about the Eight of Wands, please. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. That this is a reconciliation for sure. Okay, this is a reconciliation. This is healing. Okay, this person is healing, and they're trying to heal from their past, probably, or trying to heal. They want to bring a lot of healing to this connection, but not doing it in a very aggressive way, but doing it in more like letting things unfold naturally. If I didn't say that before. Tell me about the Eight of Wands in the near future. Tell me about the Eight of Wands in the near future. Nice. Queen of Wands. Someone sees you as the Queen of Wands, baby. They're coming in to take that action. They're coming in to take, they're very passionate about you, and they see you as this sexy little thing. All right. And they cannot control themselves. Okay. They want to move forward towards you because they're very passionate about you. But I feel they also see you as someone who's got their shit together. You probably even have a lot of suitors. They find you very attractive, and you've got that confidence in you, okay? Which is driving them nuts, and now they want to move forward towards you. They can, but they're going to take action for sure. With the Hermit here, this person is someone who's wise, or someone who's just, every time life hits them hard, or something goes wrong in their relationship, or they get to this uncomfortable spot in their life, they tend to ghost you. You're definitely dealing with a ghoster. They tend to ghost you for sure. And so that's what they did. And after ghosting you, as usual, probably, and you're probably used to this, okay? You're probably used to this person, the ghosting is nothing new for you. Yeah. So that's what it is. You're definitely dealing with a ghoster, like I said, right? This person keeps doing this to you over and over again. So yeah, you're not surprised. I mean, I'm not getting you being so surprised like, oh my God, this person ghosted me. It's like, yeah, there we go again, something like that. How you see yourself, Ace of Pentacles in reverse here. I don't think you're investing in this, honestly, Gemini. I don't think you're investing into this relationship, even if they're coming in, okay? Because for you, it's a lost opportunity. This is something that you saw a lot of potential in, but it probably didn't go through the first stages of stability, okay? It just didn't get to that point of stability. Because look how backstabbed, how cheated you feel, okay? That's overkill. That's exhaustion, but at least it's good with the Ten of Swords here. The worst is over. Okay, tell me about the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me about the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. King of Wands, we have a pair. Oh my God, dude, this is fab. So Ace of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Wands. That's how you see yourself. So I feel you're doing you, and they want to do you. Seriously, I couldn't put it in a better way. King and Queen, dude, this is a perfect pair. Okay, just a little bit of a side note, okay? You guys can just forward it a little bit if you don't want to listen to me. King and Queen of Wands, right? This is the suit that usually both of them enjoy their own independent lives. All right. So in any of the readings, if anytime you see a King of Wands and a Queen of Cups, that's like a very big issue of that. Okay. They both enjoy their individual lives. They're both independent lives. This person does their thing. They do their thing. Okay. They like to hang out. They like to have that passion, etc. But when they come together, it's like firecrackers. Okay. They really have a good time, and then they want to go back into their own corners and do what they want to do. Okay, both of them need that equal space. Both of them want that independence. Okay, if you ever try the King of Wands or the Queen of Wands, if you ever try to put a leash on them, it's not happening. Forget it then and there. Okay, it's not happening. You cannot put a leash on the King or the Queen of Wands. Okay, they enjoy they're very individualistic, and they enjoy their freedom like hell. And of course, they're very loyal to the core. But yes, sometimes what happens is that they can come out to be a little self-obsessed or a little selfish, because they're always thinking about themselves. Okay, not like they don't like to help the other person, but it's just that they're always doing what they think is right, okay? Action takers for sure. But I have this pair here, which means they're coming towards you. They're going to take action towards you. You, on the other hand here, you're taking action towards what you think is right, okay? But they're coming towards you because they're super attracted towards you, if you understand what I'm saying, okay? So it's like you're letting this go. It's a missed opportunity for you. You're letting it go. But again, ultimately, you're going to do what makes you happy, or you're just going to go ahead and pursue and do the right thing for you, okay? And you are not looking at this person out here, okay? You're not looking at them. You're just more like, screw this, okay? Like, never mind, I'll get someone better. Something like that. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Pentacles here in Gemini's environment that they don't see coming? Six of Cups in reverse here, dude. Okay. So this is what the problem is. You have someone coming back from your past, like I said, right? Six of Cups in reverse. But this person, they want to reunite with you, but this person is holding a grudge against you. They are. I mean, I'm just going to say it. They're investing into this, right? But that's why there's still a page here. This person is very angry with you, or they're holding a grudge against you, or they have some issues against you, okay? This is your soulmate, twin flame, okay? But yeah, they're reliving the past memories again and again and again, and not the best of memories, all right? So that's the problem with the person you're dealing with, okay, in your environment. Nine of Swords, look. They keep thinking about what happened in the past here. But what's worst is that either they keep blaming you for it, okay? Or it's just something that they're just not being able to let go. Till this person does not let go of the past memories. This is a very low vibrational energy, by the way, okay? And that's why with the Nine of Swords here, it's even worse. They constantly have a lot of remorse, a lot of regret. But when it comes to telling you all this, that's when they hold back. That's when they hold back. See what they want with you. Whoa. Hold on. We did have this here. Sorry. Look, Ten of Pentacles. They want this with you. They do. Okay? They want the babies, they want the family, they want marriage, they want commitment. But I think this person is holding on to whatever happened in the past with them. This has nothing to do with you, Gemini. I'm serious. This has nothing to do with you. You guys are finally vibrating on the same energy levels, which is the King and Queen here, okay? But it's just that you both are not looking at each other. This person probably is, because I see the Queen leaning on to this side. You know, it's so funny. I put the cards that way, okay, where it's like the Queen is leaning on the King here, okay, which is how they see you. But the way you are portraying yourself, it's like, I'm going to let this opportunity go and take action. You're not leaning towards them. You're leaning towards going away from this person. I don't know if that made sense to you, but yeah, this person is still holding on to the past grudges, okay? So that's one big issue here. Now, past grudges, like I said, could be within this relationship. I'm not getting that so much here, but probably from what happened in the past. And that's why you guys, this person keeps repeating the same negative pattern over and over and over again. Look. They have sleepless nights. They can't fucking sleep. They're in panic mode, dude. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. What is it? What is the Ten of Swords, please? Wow, Four of Wands. So you probably even had like a beautiful relationship with this person, guys. You did. But something ended very badly here, or it was just your relationship that didn't reach that point of commitment, okay? Or there was just a lot of disharmony, okay? You guys were just not on the same page, or this was someone who did not want commitment and you were very committed to this person and they weren't, okay? Could be someone who feared public commitment also, okay? Or someone who just didn't want to get married, they didn't want to do things the traditional way, but now they're coming back towards you with the Hierophant that I saw at the bottom of the deck. They're wanting to do things differently, okay? Because they've learned their lessons, okay? They're feeling guilty. They want to have a more straightforward, honest approach towards you. Yeah. The Fool here. They want to take that leap of faith with you. They want a new beginning with you guys. They do. But yeah, things ended badly here. It's like something was almost committed. Look, Four of Wands does not always have to be that you were in a long-term commitment. It could have been as good as committed, okay? Because that's a reunion, right? But It just happened. It just had to, okay? Probably it was supposed to happen because this was probably your imagination with the Seven of Cups here, that you guys were in a very solid commitment, but actually you let it go, even though you kept seeing the red flags, right? That maybe there's something missing, okay? There is something missing here that you're not seeing, or you kept seeing it but you let it go, okay? You let it go and you refuse to acknowledge or refuse to see what the reality was, and that's why the Tower moment came in, and that's why things ended badly here, because you let it go till it ended, till it came to the 10 here. Okay, why the Six of Wands in reverse? That's a lot of overinflated egos, okay? Six of Wands in reverse is self-importance, arrogance, egoistical behaviors, okay? Someone needs to boost their confidence. That's a very selfish attitude. Tell me about the Six of Wands in reverse. So things are not probably moving forward as the outcome because there's a lot of ego between you guys. Tell me about the Six of Wands in reverse. See, I feel this is this person here. Why the Six of Wands in reverse? Three of Swords. See, which is causing so much of heartbreak here. Three of Swords here. The Hermit again. You're dealing with a loner, bro. You're dealing with a loner. You're dealing with someone who likes to be lonely, who likes to be on their own, someone who likes to be single. But the thing is that the loner has fallen in love with you. They have. You could have seen them as your twin flame. You're no longer exercising, you're exercising self-control now. No longer wanting to control the outcome. I feel that because of what this person has done, right? I feel you're trying to balance your life, okay? You're trying to keep things very, very moderate, yeah? That peace, patience, etc. You may be going through a lot of stress, okay? But I think you're trying to remain very calm. You're trying to, maintain that balanced temperament, and you're trying to manage your emotions. You're trying to be very composed in this stressful situation, which is awesome here. Then Six of Wands in reverse and the Three of Swords here. So there is still that arrogance, like I said, right? This person wants your attention and they're feeling very neglected by you. I have a feeling you're going to neglect this person, which is again going to create a lot of stress and anxiety around this situation. You're being very unforgiving, Gemini. Either you are or they are. Someone's not being able to forgive the other person, okay? And that's why there is this lack of self-confidence. I have a very strong feeling this person does not have enough confidence that they can make it happen with you. They want your attention. They're missing that attention, Could be someone who you're dealing with who's like an attention-seeking whore. Doesn't have to be, but someone wants the attention. But as the outcome here, they're not getting that attention. They're feeling neglected, which is going to cause a lot of stress here. So like I said, this person's coming in for sure. Maybe in a more reckless manner, okay, because they cannot let you go. Like I said, they're feeling guilty. They want a second chance with you, okay? They want to repair the damages that they did. I feel with the Temperance here, my friend, I don't feel you're wanting to do anything in this situation here. You have a very clear, a very long-term vision of what you want, and you're not going to rush things this time. You're going to take your time instead, and do the best of what you can. You want to have a very moderate approach towards this person here, okay? So probably earlier you were very impulsive. Probably you were like, no, you need to tell me, do you want to be with me or not? Do you want this or not? None of this. Because Four of Cups, right? You're probably, even if this is not that person, I think with the Four of Cups here, you're probably just like, very disappointed with the way things ended here. Because that's very stagnant energy. And now you're just wanting to take it very easy. Cool, calm, composed. They're coming in. They're coming in to take action towards you, okay? With the Queen of Wands here. This person sees you as someone very hard. Like they look at you as the shit. And they want forward movement with you. You, on the other hand here, you're going to treat this as a missed opportunity and you're just going to do whatever you have to do. I mean, you're just not... you don't really care about this person. I don't know. I feel you don't care about this person, because when this person's coming in, right, they're coming in with that Page of Pentacles, which is that blank communication, kind of an apology, could be a gift, face-to-face communication. Okay, they want that, but again, they're holding a grudge, right? Which is not the right energy, right? That's a very low vibration energy. What's the point of coming in if you're still going to hold a grudge? The problem is this person is obsessed with you. I don't see the devil here, but this person just cannot let you go. Okay, they cannot do without you. Even if things have ended here, we have the Tower in reverse, the Death in reverse, which is constantly trying to rise back, from the dead. They're constantly trying to keep bringing this relationship back from the dead over and over and over again, okay? I don't know. I have a feeling you don't want to give this person another chance, okay? Because this person's coming in very arrogantly. It's like this person, you're dealing with someone who's like, yeah, fine, I messed up, but I mean, don't expect me to say sorry, because they're very guilty. They want to come back because they're feeling very guilty. They've learned their lessons, but when it comes to you, I feel you're putting an end. You're shutting the door on this person's face with the Four of Wands here and the Ten of Swords. I think you've shut the door. I don't think you want to reconcile with this person anymore. That's what I have for you, Gemini. I hope this reading resonates with you. Leave your comments below, like, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. 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 I will see you next time.